Hello, I'm Piston Dizzy. Now, shouldn't be riding motorcycles, but I attempt it anyway. Oh, first video of many more to come. But I'm going to kick it off with going over your basic day-to-day or weekly or monthly checks that you need to be looking at regards to keeping your bike roadworthy. So we'll kick off, again, just doing minor checks to start off with, so your day-to-day kind of checks. First of all, obviously, you want to make sure all your lights are currently working on the vehicle. Just turn your ignition on. Obviously, some bikes, depending on what it is, the one we're going to be carrying them out on with today is an SFV 650, also known as a Gladius 650. And obviously, Suzuki, fine piece of machinery. Some people may say they don't like them, they break down, this, that and other. Me personally, I'm a fan of Suzuki's. So, check your lights then. So, again, on this one, headlights on. Some bikes, headlight don't come on until the vehicle's running, but this one does. So check your dip beam, main beam, lovely stuff, they're working. Same as your indicators, flick that one on, make sure that one's working. Go to the rear, again, make sure it's working, flick them over to the other side. Happy days. That one's working as well. So, cancel that, go around to the rear of the vehicle. Make sure your tail light's illuminated. Obviously, you're big enough, obviously, whilst you're reaching. Yep, that one's coming on. Same as your rear brake. So, with your front brake, you're on that one. Your front brake switch, they're in a fixed position, so if that's faulty, you can generally take them off, clean them with a bit of contact cleaner. Obviously, your rear brake. So your rear brake then. So pushing the lever down, make sure it illuminates. If it's not illuminating, just down here, obviously quite accessible on this bike. So you've got a little nut, just a plastic nut, just on your brake switch. So push it down, so round about there, a tiny bit of movement, and that's illuminating it. So if it's not illuminating until you get to that point, it's not coming on when it should do. So what you do, you hold that and twizzle the little plastic nut at the bottom. Keep adjusting small amounts, again, just keep checking that rear brake's working. So, watch around here as well. If your vehicle's fitted with a number plate light, make sure they're working. Obviously, if they're not illuminating, again, that's an MOT failure. They must be working. So as well, around here as well. So, like on this one, you've got your reflector just up there. So, happy days. Some vehicles don't have them, they have a reflector at the bottom. Looks like, as you've noticed on this bike, we've got L plates on it. That's the reason, because it's used as trainee bike. So, the other bikes, where they'd be sat at the bottom somewhere around here. So if you've got the L plates on there, say you've got a 125, reflector is going to be covered up with L plate. Get yourself one of these little stick-on reflectors, stick it at the bottom or as central to the bike somewhere on the back end of the vehicle. So, whilst you're at it as well, make sure obviously the rest of the other controls on the handlebars work. So, make sure your horn's working, your pass light. Obviously on this one it's fitted with hazard, so just flick that, make sure they're working. Secondly, obviously fire the bike up, as this one's fitted with a kill switch. Some 125s are, some aren't. But if it's there, make sure it's operation. Right up, hit it. Happy days. So, whilst you're at it as well, making sure all your lights on your dash work. If they're not, replace the bulbs. Replace them with a manufacturer's specified bulbs. If you alter any of the lights on the bike other than what the manufacturers specify, it's actually an MOT failure. Again, some MOT places will pass it, some places won't. But legality side of it, they must have the same bulbs as factory fitted.